Another summer sets as the sun god sunsets, singing quietly as our solar system quits. Les estoy dando mis últimos abrazos while confused chicanos still give chingazos while the world is unraveling, becoming a two. How can I worry about battling you when everyone is hating? Love fights back when everyone's debating. Love fights back when the world is crushed. Love fights back when you're feeling that rush. There's only so much time to eat, sleep, love, and create. I will be hosting a series of debates at the hotel airports. Many will challenge, but I will hold court. I'll be in Santa Monica with my car, harmonica, inviting all of those that want to go on the journey. All attorneys will turn into tablets of E. I have never tried LSD, but I have seen the Teletubbies on TV, and I have heard that it's an exact simile where babies start calling their television sets mommy. Love fights back. I'm fascinated by finding facts, so I focus on X-Files, whose foundation is to fight the future. What I found is X-Files is funded by FX, 20th Century Fox. It's a front, and I feel like I've been punked. So with all irony, I'll turn off the TV, then I'll eat sugar-coated paintballs just like a jerk. I guess those Mentos commercials really work. Can't even look at your girl eye to eye, cause I think that she's fine. I wish that she was mine. Me and some of my friends, we're straight jealous. Either I'm jealous or they're jealous. They got nice cars and nice clothes, and I got original styles and mad flows. When the girl you like tells you that she just wants to be your friend, love fights back. When you're wondering how will it end, love fights back. Love fights back. When you buy our records, please treat them just like a friend. Take care of it until the very end and keep it in a nice safe place, cause one day it'll help you save face against a futuristic hip-hop race. When you have a heart attack, heart transplant, you will come back, cause love fights back. I feel like a vertical eel. Aggressive articles form a formidable force field. I dedicate this to every single girl I ever dated that said that I was overweight and overrated. When you're caught up in sales undercurrent and you haven't paid your warrants, love fights back. Although not average, I apply to the adage, the knowledge must adjust its own wattage, and I have found that at times I'm too underground for the LA Underground. When I'm 40 years old and I'm the assistant manager at Radio Shack, love fights back.
Yes. The originals moving concurrently with currents. We conform only to the situation as it is needed. My thoughts are clear. My thoughts are clear. Reminiscing, watching the past. Reminiscing, watching the past. Reconciling the opposites. Now colliding divergent forces, pulling my entity two ways like indecision. And incendiary spit burns like embers in my coal fire tended with exclusion of the angels. In my limited vehicle, I'm trying to check my muffler en route to constellations. I determine the sound inside to see if 100,000 miles still reaches my earthly toe to the water. I see her. The pure peace, symbolic element, but animals evading. Everlasting is colliding and waiting for my energetic key to unlock timelessness. My temporal universe is collapsing in its linear veneer. I believe it is absurd to think that the word could ever capture the pure elements, but I, deluded earthly, test to gather measurements for my defense. The fence of my parameters of permanence, ideal life shatters to the unlimited. The next is the two components of yin and yang floating in vacuous space. Their working is for the uncovering, investigating, releasing the pure energy which they call love in its place, to replace the astronaut battery grown weak from false projection. Reverse polarity on the attention gathered and focusing on the surface. The self that is selfless repudiates my time travel. I unravel before its holiness, begging at last to be open. Neither cajoling nor chemical can look into the iris of experience naked in the cavern. If you'll find the jewel of life and take it with who or what would you replace it? I have traveled so far, hoping my 100,000-mile foot still touches the rivers of earthly waters of reality. Looking out into space to retrace the roots of my original face and embrace her slowly, slowly. But this whole term is philosophic. Life becomes kaleidoscopic when placing the die of microscopic, analyzing her yielding creation. Building some station upon the atom, it's hard to fathom with reason. Measuring the micro, the macro, shadow looms perilously larger than the selfishness of the ego. My subjects are losing substance from the recondite space and the experiments I'm controlling. Life is inversely larger than scrutiny over sedentary topics philosophically applied to abstract space. Years ago when my soul started inquiry into this place, humanity has moved a million years since. I'm smashing atoms in the cosmic mind. Moms describes me in the same place. It's all in my mind. I'm traveling space and time, looking for the lost pieces of my infant ship. My castaway family passed away imminently with age. I destroy energy and reverse polarity and rage. Completely disgorged, I forged on in the dark without captain's orders. It's a metaphor for alienation, alteration, alternating wrong and right. I gather light in order to affect creation. I measure the past while it's passing in the river. Quite an endeavor, a promise to myself to the letter mail cannot deliver. I excise my allegiance to ever and join never in its subtle cynicism. Resigning, reclining, watching the kaleidoscopic cataclysm. And longing for religion, the ousting of my soul fire. Her manumission is my death-like pendulum swinging. And the beating of the thugs around her, releasing her singing. And she loves me not. The mail order stampedes energies to join her cause. All sentiments towards her drift are a parade of loss. On this planet, stranded, barren, extracting life from the one flower left, call it nostalgic Eden. 2 steps removed heaven, hell 6, I'm gambling living dice 7, to rejoin her slowly. Driving the heart chakra along the karmic flow, throttling the 4th meridian, looking for signs of heart along the surface, while under the surface lies teeming existence, a wealth of information, harboring the beginning of God and what He created and what He detested, lies the trials and tests of crucifixion, and those astronauts who exist here, waiting in the bus station. We have not yet come to the place where touching God is warranted. There is a warrant out for my testament that is unwanted. I am searching everywhere else to rejoin the elements of the soul, banging on the windows of my astronaut suit, touching my own fingers to get to heaven on earth. To get to heaven on earth are clear. My thoughts are clear. Reminiscing, watching the past. Reminiscing, watching the past. Reminiscing, watching the past. Reminiscing, watching the past. Reconciling the opposites. Now colliding divergent forces, pulling my entities 2 ways like indecision. Watching the past. Watching the past.